much for your great organization, as usual, of your congress. This is, I don't remember how many editions you planned as well. And thanks for all colleagues that helped me and that I asked to organize this very interesting symposium. What I shall focus about the mixed states inside the bipolar spectrum. Very often we don't understand very well what mean mixed states, and I usually start my presentation with this slide. Inside, I describe what means the stability or instability of the mood. Mood in a person is optimic, is stable. Second point, in all other conditions, we have the instability, so that the mood swings between depression and euphoric irritability, and therefore there is the unstable mood. A depressive episode also need to be inserted inside the instability, because this begins only one phase, not another illness, of a broader bipolar spectrum of the mood. For this reason, some years ago, I structured a personal scheme becoming from that Professor Patiscal done some years ago, a personal scheme in which inserted as like a big graphic, the acute mania in one side, in the opposite side, the unipolar depression, and the internal between them, all typology of a bipolar spectrum. Bipolar 1, 2, cyclothymia, as we know. Inside the yellow group, the mixed states, irritable cyclothymia, Mercedes dysphoria, agitated depression, and also the temperaments written in green color, because the temperament has the sub-threshold form, the initial condition of the bipolarity, so that I think also them need to be inserted inside the bipolar spectrum. Patiscal wrote this great sentence some years ago, in which he ideated the need to change the approach of the spectrum. Melancholy, as defined today, is more closely aligned with depression or mixed phase of bipolar disorder. Given the high suicidality for many of these patients, the practice of treating them with a depressant monotherapy needs re-evaluation. I don't think we have to do any comment to this sentence of Patiscal. He planned a new scheme beyond the DSM-4, DSM-5, and so on, in which he described all the subtypes of the bipolar spectrum, and we can see almost all there are mixed states. In my scheme, I show again, I synthesize and I summarize it and simplify all the group. Let's focus to bipolar spectrum mixed states, and there are symptoms. What mean irritable cyclothymia? It has frequent shifts from one phase to another without euthymia, irritability, insomnia, and so on. It's similar to rapid cycling bipolarity. What means Mercedes dysphoria? It describes the permanent overlap between sadness, irritability, grief, rashness, difficult concentration, migraine, colitis, insomnia, and so on. And then the agitated depression, I think is the most frequent illness inside the bipolar spectrum, with the symptoms: restlessness, gloomy thoughts, muscular tensioness, migraine, colitis, insomnia, and so on. In this picture, I draw the several typology of the spectrum, and let's see the brown acute line to describe, for example, the mixed dysphoria. Consideration. Very often, any inadequate treatment to use long time, for example, benzodiazepine or antidepressant alone, causes an increase in instability and the development in patients of the dysphoric mixed states. So that modern mixed states are pure. We can also very often, as clinicians, again clinician, peculiarity of the mixed states became from an incorrect treatment. How many frequent are the mixed state, you can see from this slide, a paper from some years ago, you can see how many number of patients that we can find with agitated depression, mixed disorder, cyclotamic temperament, irritable cyclotamic. It's pretty frequent. With what symptoms? Let's read the group of the symptoms. Depression mostly together with irritability, antisocial behavior, substance abuse, alcohol, drugs, disorder or attitude, suicidal ideation, a sense of despair, anhedonia and widespread apathy, reduced ability to concentrate, and above all, mental overactivity, hyper or hyposexual activity, insomnia, comorbidity with anxiety disorder, and finally, but not for importance, gastrointestinal disorder, IDASH, and various somatization symptoms. In my study of this presentation, in my study, this is an important observation in which I put in consideration all the group of patients visited during 3 years, 2008, 9, and 10, where the diagnosis within the mixed states group, selecting 30 patients who presented a score of less than 40 points at the guess. Then I assessed them again by administering the guess scale after 6 months and after 2 years of treatment. My usual work in my private practice is to manage the mental health state of the patients over a long time with periodical control visits every, for example, 2 weeks, monthly, or every 2 months, as required for the criminal case. This is the global assessment, and I think everybody of you know. And less than 40 points, you can see the very critical condition of the patient with major impairment in several areas, such as work, family, relation, judgment, thinking, or mood. The following chart that I shall show you will depict the improvement of the mood of the patient and their improving quality of life. Almost of the patient reached a value at the guess between 60 and 80 after the first group of consideration, and after 2 years between 90 and 100. This is the chart in which you can see how many patients reached after a correct diagnosis and a correct treatment, reached the point of 100. The first patient, the patient number 1, is the most serious, so that you can see he reached only 70 after 2 years. But there are several groups of patients that, starting from 35, for example, point, very low point, reached 100. What treatment to obtain these results? The bipolar spectrum disorder treatment will require spatial care, so that appropriate drugs are given. Pharmacological treatment consists in a combination therapy between mood regulators, 1, 2, 3 together, and antidepressants. This is, I summarized several main drugs are usually used. The table of the work, I don't examine every case because I would need at least 1 hour, 2 hours to read it, but you can find the book of the Congress. Just only some example. The first point that I described before, but for example, we can read the number 4. For example, this patient started with a citalopram 30 mg, gabapentin 60, 100, 600 mg, oxycodone 150, and this